Maya Franklin with the American Red Cross. Here we go again. We tried to do this a few minutes ago and had an internet outage. Thank you very much for being here. You doing okay today, Maya?
I am. Thanks for having me. How are you?
Nice to have you here with us today. Now, explain to us your job. You have a rather long title that I've got up on the screen right now. Tell us what it is you do with the American Red Cross.
Sure. I primarily support our specialty events within the blood services department. So that is the collection of blood donations as well as platelets, and currently involved in the program collecting convalescent plasma, which is a treatment that is being used to support some of the most critically ill patients of this new novel coronavirus.
And as a matter of fact, the convalescent plasma is in the news today because of some action that the president and the FDA have apparently taken to. I'm not sure what the change is that they made, but they highlighted the use of convalescent plasma for the use of COVID-19 patients. Can you explain what that convalescent plasma is and how it can maybe help COVID-19 patients?
Yeah, so convalescent plasma is a type of therapy that has been used when there is an outbreak, an illness that spreads rapidly, but there's no treatment, cure, or vaccine available to support those patients and help in their recovery. So what this treatment does is it uses the antibodies from recovered COVID-19 patients to help support critically ill patients in their recovery. So we have been working since mid-April to collect convalescent plasma donations from those who have recovered from COVID-19 and distributed more than 20,000 products to hospitals across the nation in order to help with the recovery of a lot of those, again, who are critically ill with this virus.
So, how is convalescent plasma collected? Is it just derived from a regular blood donation, or does it have to be taken from people in a different way?
It is different from a regular blood donation. It's a process similar to what happens with the volunteers who donate platelets. It's a two-arm procedure. It takes a little while longer than a regular whole blood donation. It takes about anywhere between an hour and a half to 3 hours. The application process or process to make an appointment rather to donate convalescent plasma is different than whole blood, not just showing up at a blood drive or making an appointment online. We have a special website for those who believe that they may be eligible to donate convalescent plasma. They're encouraged to visit redcrossblood.org/plasma, the number 4 COVID. There are a few questions that they will be asked. They'll be contacted by our team who will further review whether or not an individual is eligible to donate convalescent plasma. And if they are, they will be provided a donation appointment and then go through the process on the day of the donation of giving that convalescent plasma donation.
So, for convalescent plasma to be useful to someone, does that mean someone has to have already had the COVID-19 virus and recovered from it to have antibodies?
To become a donor of convalescent plasma, among the eligibility requirements, you have to have provided a positive coronavirus or positive COVID-19 diagnostic test and be at least 14 days symptom free of the virus.
Okay. And the if someone hasn't had the COVID-19, is plasma still useful from those people?
So there is a different type of plasma donation that is a component of a whole blood donation that would support others not necessarily those who are battling
So,
coronavirus, but other
yeah.
patients who need plasma as part of their treatment or therapy. Um, Plasma is commonly used for burn victims and supporting them in their recovery.
All right. And you can make plasma donation at the regular. Um, can it? I know at the Red Cross facility, for example, in Greensboro, at the Red Cross facility on Yanceyville, you can make the plasma donations there. Correct?
That is correct. Make an
What?
appointment at redcrossblood.org and you can make an appointment to donate plasma.
And what about a regular blood mobile that visits a business or something like that? Can plasma donations be made at those also?
So right now at our mobile blood drives and on our blood mobiles, we are collecting red blood cells. So that is your whole blood donation or a power red donation.
Okay. What's a power red donation? What is that?
Power red donation is a special type of donation that collects a double concentration of your red blood cells. All the other components of your blood donation that we would normally keep, we give back to you. We give you back your saline, platelets, plasma, and a lot of folks who give this type of donation are eligible for this type of donation and decide to be a Power Red donor. They commonly report that they feel a lot better after giving this type of donation. Again, because you're being replenished with a lot of those vital elements of a whole blood donation, your platelets, your plasma.
I had I first started donating blood when I was in high school when I turned 18, which was many years ago. And I donated blood on a regular basis after that for several years and then got away from it. As my life got busy and kids and everything else, I just stopped. I recently, though, just started. I made a donation of some blood a few weeks ago at the Red Cross office in Greensboro on Yanceyville Street, and I was quite impressed with how the whole thing has changed over the years and how easy it is. And I'm especially surprised at the Red Cross Blood app that you can download and gives you all sorts of information. You can actually track your blood after you've donated to see exactly where it is in the process and everything like that. And I was very pleasantly surprised to find out that you get a COVID-19 antibody test when you make a donation of blood, and it shows you on there whether you have any antibodies, which shows whether you've had the COVID-19 virus. Mine was negative, but that's a lot of people would like to have that sort of information, and it's a great way to get that sort of information for free and helping other people at the same time. How long have you been? Has the Red Cross been doing this COVID-19 antibody test, and how long will it continue? Do you know?
Well, we began, first of all, I want to say thank you for donating because, as you know, blood can only come from volunteer donors and supporting the patients who need it. But we've been doing COVID-19 antibody testing since about June now. It will continue at least through September, but may carry into 2021 at this point.
Okay. And I got to commend you on the blood app and everything, and the whole process of donating blood. Even the chairs are a lot more comfortable to sit in. When I think I remember when I was 18, it was just a flat table that you were laying on. But the whole process is is very easy. You can make the appointments on the app on your phone, and you've got it right there in front of you, so you don't forget. And you can make appointments weeks in advance and everything. So the whole process has greatly improved from many years ago. How are blood donations going during this time of the COVID-19 pandemic? Is it more difficult now to get people to donate blood because of the pandemic?
Well, one of the major challenges that we're seeing right now is that as businesses and schools have been forced to close due to the pandemic, there are fewer opportunities available for those who are interested and willing to give blood to actually find somewhere to give blood. So we have seen an outpouring, especially at the onset of the crisis, from individuals who, whether they are a first-time donor, a former donor, or give regularly, have been making appointments, sticking with those appointments, donating blood, telling their friends, coming back again. But our major challenge right now is blood drive hosts. So if you have a space that's at least 1,200 square feet and you have friends, family, loved ones, a community that would support you in being part of this cause and being blood donors, we certainly encourage you to visit redcrossblood.org for more information about how to become a blood driver.
And are the uses of blood any different during the COVID-19 pandemic? Is there more usage of blood, or has it actually caused a decrease in the usage of blood because people are traveling less and maybe doing fewer things that involve them in accidents and so on?
Well, in recent weeks, we have seen a spike in the number of blood products that our hospital partners are requesting. A lot of that people have been returning to normal activities. So there is a greater chance that we will see more car accidents and other things happening that would require someone to need a blood transfusion. But what I want people to be mindful of is that the need for blood is constant. The need for blood has not during this pandemic, and there are people battling diseases every day and require blood transfusions, as well as those individuals who mentioned face the unexpected. Maybe they are involved in a car accident, or a mother who experiences complications during childbirth. There are a number of reasons why people need blood, so it's very important that volunteer donors step up. They answer the call to blood so that we can keep the hospital shelves stocked in case there is an emergency and someone needs blood.
And the types of blood that are needed, are there, I didn't realize, I knew I had O negative blood, and but I understand, is that rare? I didn't realize it was a rare type of blood, or maybe not as plentiful as other types. Is it?
So O negative is the universal blood donor. It can be transfused to a patient of any blood type. So when there is an emergency, that's often what doctors will reach for when they don't have time to type a patient's blood. So we are constantly calling on our O negative donors because, again, they're the universal donor. They are a match for anyone, no matter what their blood. Very critical donors at the times of emergency.
Okay. But O negative people can only take O negative blood, I guess, right?
That's correct.
All right. This has been very informative. The convalescent plasma thing in the news is important again, and I want to reiterate for people that if they have been exposed to the COVID-19 virus and have the COVID-19 antibodies, that they are able to donate convalescent plasma for people, something that may be useful for helping people who have the COVID-19 virus. We still don't know, just how useful it is, but it's a possibility that it does help people. So, if people have been exposed to the COVID-19 virus, they can make a donation of convalescent plasma just by contacting the Red Cross, correct?
Yes, the website is redcrossblood.org/plasma, the number 4 COVID, plasma for COVID.
Okay. Maya Franklin, want to thank you very much. This has been very informative and very important for people to understand how important making a donation of blood is. And thank you very much for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Thanks a lot for joining us today on the Papa Dennis Show. I'm Dennis Elliott, and Maya Franklin, Red Cross External Communications Manager, Biomedical Field Marketing and Communications. That is a mouthful, isn't it? Thank you very much for being here today.
Thank you. Have a good day.